Hi, everybody. It's happy not Mother's Day. For those of you who have actually watched today, what the fuck? Is this the lunatic? Is he back?
It's my fucking
Oh
birthday.
Jesus!
Happy birthday, dude.
Jesus Christ!
I
Yes,
turned
I'm here.
27.
27. God, you're such a fucking child.
Fuck you.
When I was your age, I had gotten married and then divorced a year later.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a
That's not
cautionary
encouraged to
tale
be
about
just yet,
marrying
so
too
hey.
early. It's a cautionary tale about marrying too early. And to be fair,
Very
the
much.
reason I got married was because I thought that was what I was supposed to do. I did it out of obligation. Don't ever enter into any kind of
That would
relationship
do it.
stuff out of obligation. New hat my brother got for me yesterday.
Never goes well.
Nice.
Let's see. Yes, there's a donation incentive above us today. We are raising money for a KaiCon. I'm going to be honest. Yes, it's going to help out with a KaiCon, but this is mostly non-con stuff. It's for it's a KaiCon help, but it's mostly for like gas and things that are needed to be able to do all the stuff that we need to do with everybody else. So it's extra funds to make sure that there is money in my account. So I have the money to do all the stuff that I need to do for the con that isn't con specific. This isn't raising money for the con so I can go to the dealer's hall and have fun. This is so that I make sure that I have enough gas to drive everybody to where they need to go and to make sure that, we can go eat at the places we want to eat and stuff like that, because I have bills that automatically kick in the last week of the month, and it's always a pain in my butt. It's always a pain in my butt. So it's just making sure that I have money in there so that we are good for all the different stuff. It's two of the people here today are going to be here. So funny enough, there will not be an anime church on the 30th. We won't be doing an anime church on the 30th. At least not live. We will upload it if we have a camera to film it or something. If we want to film it, I guess we could film Anime Church. It's gonna be really fun, especially because we're going to an anime convention, and most likely what we're gonna be doing that episode is talking about the upcoming summer lineup of anime, and then we have Moon there, who hasn't seen most anime. Most of the anime that everybody's like super excited for,
good.
Moon's like, yeah, I really need to watch that. It's gonna be fun. Good times.
That's majority of my sentiments. Yeah.
Yeah. We've got a good lineup of stuff. Guys, if you've watched the new episode of Mushoku Tensei, you know exactly what the title of this episode is about. But yeah. Don't look at the title if you haven't finished the episode of Mushoku Tensei. To either of you, for everybody else, well, you have no choice. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Skill issue. Skill issue. No, it's bill issue. Not skill issue, bill issue. There will still be a praise menu, but it will be in person. Oh, no. That's right. Revit is showing up. No, Moon has a skill issue. Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought it was a skill issue that I was gonna be so broke at the end of the month, and I'm like, my guy, it's a bill issue.
I mean,
skill issue, Dio. Time management is a skill issue. Yeah, I can attest to this. Also, happy birthday.
thank you.
Lucas says happy birthday.
I appreciate that too.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so we are changing up the format a bit from now on. Our anime reviews will our reviews of the Slime episodes and the Mushoku Tensei episodes, we're going to review at least one or two shows every season, every anime season. I mean, we're going to keep reviewing Slime because the thing is, Slime's not doing cores this time. It's a full 24 episode run all the way through. So we're going to be reviewing Slime into the summer. Mushoku Tensei, that will be ending. Which, by the way, guys, if you haven't come by and checked it out, we do read the Mushoku Tensei light novels now. We've switched from Slime to Mushoku Tensei to allow Slime to get further ahead so we don't catch up too quickly. And now we've switched to Mushoku Tensei. The main story for Mushoku Tensei is finished. All 26 volumes are out, fully officially translated. They're done. That's what we're reading, and we're also acting out the certain roles and stuff like that too. So highly encourage you guys to come over to our Twitch channel and check that out. We're not on camera this time. It's a little bit easier for us to like just not have the cameras on taking up too much bandwidth, as it were, on Discord. But yeah, I'm also in the process of, I think the cut has finished for the second episode of the Mushoku Tensei Light Novel streams. So we will be making sure that gets taken care of and moved from private to public over on the Light Novel channel. If you haven't checked it out, Fat Dog Light Novels. That is the channel where a lot of our stuff goes up. There are some that are missing because I did not catch them before Twitch deleted them, because I keep forgetting about it because it's not some... I do it like once a month usually. I do like a batch of them all in 1 month. I'll have to get a little more consistent with that, but I'm just... Between the episodes of shows that we're working on, between trying to get stuff uploaded to our Instagram. By the way, guys, we have an Instagram. Link in the doobly-doo. Thank you, Tony. I now officially call it a doobly-doo, and it's all your fault. Skill issue. Anyway.
Fuck this fucking show.
So you got there. They did that on Father's Day. Yep.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
He said the words he shouldn't have said.
Oh, yeah. All right, so.
I wish I had soju in my room right now.
Tony, is there any stuff I should be plugging for Fat Dog right now? Is there any Fat Dog stuff I need to be plugging immediately? I know Toradora episode 3, Toradora Abridged, is dropping. When is it dropping? What day? Because I've been so busy with like all the things on Patreon. Oh, is it on Patreon now? Like for everybody or just for specific groups? Talking through chat, man. We're just talking through the chat. Oh, it's good stuff. But this is good. Take your time. It gives them a chance to catch up. Yes, for 25 and then 5 on the 18th and everyone on the 20th. Copyright Dance. Yeah, Copyright Dance is a bitch, guys. Copyright Dance do be a bitch. In other good news, I talked to Fell like 2 days ago, and he's like, wait, when did you start writing episode 10? And I was like, 2 years ago. So yes, we are working on episode 10 of Slime's script. We're just in the scripting phase. Nothing coming soon. Literally only have 3 more characters' lines to cut for Konosuba, but unfortunately, they're the big ones. They're all right. So these were. I'm cutting Darkness's lines next because they're the shorter one. It's only 30 minutes, and these two chuckleheads know what Darkness's lines are. Oh, Fool's
So
Throne
wonderful.
said happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Shield Hero 4 is entering visual edits. Nice.
Sweet.
But yeah, we got the Darkness lines. Yes, just for Moon's happiness, I am adding my version of the goofy take. I am adding the goofy take to the bloopers.
Yes.
There are a lot of bloopers. There
More
are a
people
lot
need to
of
hear
bloopers.
this.
Yeah, I read a specific Darkness paragraph as Goofy.
It's so good.
It's so stupid. Let's see. Hello, the sister. Oh, your sister tells you happy birthday. Hello.
Oh, thank you, Amy.
sister. And then let's see. Yeah, gorge. You won't believe what
Gorge.
I said. All right. Anyway, And then I've got Aqua's lines, which are like an hour long. And then I've got Kazuma's lines, which are like an hour long. And I have to cut those. And guys, anybody here who's cut lines, done any kind of audio editing, I'm not even cleaning the lines. I'm just cutting them down to the takes that I want and taking the bloopers and moving them to a separate track. That's all I'm doing. Just that alone is going to take 3 hours per character. So it's like a day unto itself to do these 3 characters. Because it take whatever the length of the stuff is, you cut it down just a little bit. Like you at least double or sometimes triple the time. And if it's an hour recording, 3 hours. Just telling you, it takes a while. Well, hello, William. Hello. Line cutting is the worst part, but it's also it's the worst part for how time consuming it is, but it's really enjoyable when you go back and you're re-listening and you're like, holy shit, what good takes those are. It can be really enjoyable, especially if it's a project you're really excited about and your actors were really excited. If nothing else, I know the Das Tales was really excited to record as Kazuma. He had a lot of fun, so we're looking forward to that. But yeah, guys, that's where we're at. Once again, I want to plug the donation we have going on right now. All 3 of us are going to be attending KaiCon at the end of the month, and the donation goal is to make sure that we have enough money for transportation and food and any other. Also, it's kind of a surprise emergency fund, because something is always going to happen, and it's going to like it's a just in case fund. Half of it is easily a just in case fund, like just in case something unexpected happens and we need money. That's what it's for. That's basically it. I mean, it seems like a lot, I know, but that's cheap considering con expenses. If you've been to a con, you know that's way cheaper. And this is actually good con experience for everybody because no one's paying for a hotel room. They're crashing here with me. And because we're doing a certain amount of panels, it helps with con prices too. So we are doing everything we can to make this a good financial experience for all involved. But yeah, it's end of the month and everybody's broke at the end of the month. We know this, so if you can help out a little bit, we really would appreciate it. It just keeps gas in the car because I got to pick up people from the airport, and then we got to go to the convention itself. All those fun, wonderful things. So that is all of. I think that's all of the Fat Dog news, unless there's anything else. Do I need to plug a? Do I need to plug 7 Deadly Slaps, or has that been sufficiently plugged at this point, do you think? I'm checking in with my guy. Checking with my guy, Tony.
Yep, Tony knows a guy.
Tony does know a guy. He always knows a guy. Did you finish the episode?
Yeah.
Still working on it.
Okay.
About halfway.
Okay, so you're about halfway. He finished it. Okay. I love that you're only halfway through and you're already yelling at Paul. I'm like, yep, the people who watch it are gonna watch it. The numbers are consistent. Gotcha. All right. One last thing, guys. If you do hit subscribe on the channel and you hit that notification, that's all well and good. Make sure to go into your settings and make sure that it says that you will actually get notified on your front page when we put content up, because that's apparently a thing that YouTube changed that we weren't made aware of. So there's a lot of people that are subscribed to the channel that don't get notified. So yeah, red flags, crimson. Yeah, there were a lot of red flags in Mushoku Tensei today. But we'll cover that at the end of the show. We've got news to cover. So really quickly, guys, I'm sure everyone here is aware that there is a Deadpool movie coming up in just a month. Like less than a month away. We got a new Deadpool movie featuring Wolverine. And so the master of marketing, Ryan Reynolds, has dropped a new commercial for his aviation gin that he calls the vasectomy. And I love that we're talking about vasectomies on Father's Day. It just seems appropriate, you know? And so and so if you have not seen it, of course, link in the doobly-doo. Down in the doobly-doo. But yeah, it's literally he shows you how to make this. It's really silly. I forgot what he put in there for Deadpool Red. I'm gonna have to rewatch it. But I mean, that's the beautiful thing. Ryan Reynolds is just the king of marketing.
I remember reading something about this in a different article that said the reason he came up with it, I keep having children.
Yeah, so true. So true.
And that is the most Ryan Reynolds response I could ever think of.
That's literally the first thing he says. He goes, it's Father's Day. And somehow I keep having kids. Have less sex. That solves the problem.
Where's the fun in that?
Never gonna happen.
Our annual vasectomy up a notch with Aviation Gin. Deadpool edition. So there literally is an Aviation Gin Deadpool edition, which he is promoting.
Yes.
It's so funny.
Love that.
And I love that the drink is called the vasectomy. This is just pure gold when it comes to marketing. Although Deadpool is very, very marketable because you don't have to worry about like brand issue. You don't have to worry about brand issue stuff. Sorry, I just saw something that like completely blew my mind, and I'm like, all right. So Definitely Not Definitive is a channel that I watch, and they are checking out. They are actually doing a playthrough of Halo 3 ODST.
Nice.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I'm so hit.
ODST is probably one of the best.
They are also
not the
currently
best.
reacting to Destiny content, and they just got up to Season of the Lost, so the season right before the Witch Queen, and then they're jumping into the Witch Queen, and I'm like, so excited for that.
That's gonna be a good one.
Oh yeah, it's really, really last week I was like in tears typing to them saying how like I was so happy for their reactions and stuff, and then the 10-year saga just ended, and you know blah blah blah, and I was like from a very happy hunter, and I'm like yeah man. We will talk about that at some point because there's a lot of us here that play Destiny. Moon actually finished the final shape.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. I had to do it alone. It was a pain in the ass.
No. Oh, okay.
But I did it.
Bye, Tony.
Bye. Just that mission, or
Bye-bye, Tony.
was it just that mission, or did you complete the entire campaign?
No, I
You finished that.
just
mission.
that mission.
That's
think.
Fine. That's fine.
I
Because
think.
there's
I haven't
post-campaign
like
content
killed the witness yet.
Yes, there is post.
And I'm still working on the
content.
Campaign stuff.
Yeah. That's really, really good. You definitely want to do the Cade Exotic Quest mission before you do the 12-man Excision activity. Which, by the way, Destiny players, Excision on Tuesday is getting an update. It's going to get a master mode, a more difficult mode of the 12-person PvE. The only 12-person activity in Destiny is getting a master mode, and it's not going to be like the normal version where you just get put into a group. You have to have a full group of 12 people. You have to do it that way. It's not match made. If you want to do master mode, it's not match made. But apparently the rewards are better, and the enemies and everything are harder. And I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of for it, because I heard a couple of people go, yeah, 12 player makes it seem way too easy, and like I don't even need to be here. And I was like, well, they introduced a master mode to shut you up. Well, not necessarily to shut you up, but to just address your concerns.
I still need to do the 12-player raid.
It's not a raid. It's the content that happened after the raid. And it literally launched 30 minutes after they confirmed that the world's first. World's first took 19 hours.
I also got to do
It took 19 hours from them to beat this new raid, on day one.
raid. Wow.
Yeah. It officially took first place because, you know, the previous first place, which was The Last Wish, was 18 hours and 30-something minutes. It was insane. All right. I volunteer for kids. Oh, nice. Alrighty. But yeah, the Deadpool vasectomy once again just proves that Ryan Reynolds is the master of Deadpool marketing. Like, there's no, I don't think there's any question about that. We pretty much knew.
He's just the master of marketing in general.
That is also true.
Also, one last thing about Destiny I wanted to say. I love Savathun's back, and she has brought all the sass.
Yeah, if you haven't,
she is so wonderful.
That's the funny thing. Most of us have heard of Savathun in like the lore and in like text form, and then the Witch Queen happens, and you finally get her, and you're like, oh, she's so good. I want more. We want more Moth Mommy. and then she comes back for like a season, and then disappears, and then she's back. She's back at the end of this expansion, and we're just like, yay, Savathun. Yeah, there are people,
and like she's on your side, sort of, but she's so wonderful.
We have a common enemy. That's the important.
Yes.
And we have a common enemy, and we both like the Traveler. That's about it. I like
you worry, my lucid hive will come after you, but think of it as a sort of training. What good is that? Why not have them fight with us? Well, I have to keep you on your toes.
It's like keep the bladed edge sharp, as my sister would say. It's like,
that's
bro.
it.
and she's like, think of it as a sign of love. And I'm like, you're fucking kidding me, right? They're gonna attempt to murder me out of love. You yandere little moth.
They're yanderes.
yeah, I was gonna say it. They're yandere moths. All right. Anyway, so on to the next one, guys. If you hadn't heard this week, something major happened. Like, when I say major, this hasn't happened in over 75 years. So when I say major, I mean major. Sony Pictures bought a movie theater. You have to understand, there have been laws restricting movie production studios from owning theaters. That's a thing. That exists. But Sony Pictures buys the Alamo Drafthouse cinema chain with plans for Crunchyroll. Theater chain's acquisition includes the Fantastic Fest Film Festival. So Sony Pictures announced on Wednesday that it has acquired the Alamo Drafthouse cinema chain as well as the chain's Fantastic Fest Film Festival. Put them under a new division under Sony Pictures Entertainment named Sony Pictures Experience. In its announcement, SPE noted that Sony's Crunchyroll anime streaming service and brand aligns well with the cinema chain's audience. Michael Kusterman will remain CEO of Alamo Drafthouse, which will continue to operate all its 35 locations as well as the Fantastic Film Festival. All right, so already one of my major concerns here has been addressed, and I'm okay with that. So it sounds like nobody's losing their jobs because of this acquisition, and I'm okay with that. Mm-hmm. Alamo Drafthouse Cinema is the 7th largest theater chain in North America in terms of box office revenue. Tim and Carrie League opened the first Alamo Drafthouse in Austin, Texas in 1997. The theaters are known for their eclectic and diverse selection of films, screening genre films, cult classic films, B-movies, or independent films. The cinemas are also known for serving food and alcoholic beverages during the film. And when we say food, we're not talking about your normal concessions. Motherfucker, they will cook you a steak and bring it to you.
Dude.
Yeah. It's that cool. Kind. It's that kind. Also, I want to let these goobers here know, goobers here know that
I'm a goofy goober.
Yeah, the theater, not the theater chain in Providence, though I will be taking you guys to Providence, like literally the one exit away from me. But the theater chain over at the Opry Mills over in Briley, they serve alcohol at their theater. I mean, you have to get it from the bar and then take it into the theater with you. Guys, if you think that I went to go see Dune Part 2 with no drinks, you are out of your damn mind. That is a drinking man's movie. I went in there with a tasty fruity drink, and fuck you, I have taste buds. If oh, he had a fruity drink. Yeah, I had a fruity drink. And you know what? My tongue loved it. It was good. And you know what? My brain was happy because alcohol. So, yeah.
Fruity little drink because you can't shoot whiskey.
No, I can drink. Oh, guys, do not doubt me. I can drink straight alcohol. I can literally do 8 shots in like 2 minutes of Everclear. Yeah, Everclear, good stuff. You know, I did that once, and one of the frat guys looked at me and goes, "Why don't you just put the gas station nozzle in your mouth?" And I was like, "Wouldn't have the same effect." I was like, does that mean I get to spit it on you and light you on fire? Because that's the only useful thing there. But anyway, yeah, the cinemas are also known for serving food and alcoholic beverages during the film and for strictly maintaining a noise and phone etiquette throughout their screening. On March 2021, Alamo Drafthouse Cinema filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, but emerged from bankruptcy later that year in June. Last week, the chain closed all its theaters in the Dallas-Fort Worth area as 2 is 1, 1 is none LLC. The franchisor of those theaters in the area filed for bankruptcy. So maybe those theaters will open back up? Who knows?
Hopefully. A couple of my friends are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Yeah, same.
And they had, they paid for the annual memberships because it was a lot easier to just go there, hang out for the AC than it was to run AC in their house.
Oh, damn.
Fair enough.
Yeah, absolutely fair. Plus, you can get a good meal, you know?
Exactly. A meal, a movie, and you hang out with your friends.
Yeah. But
And
now,
AC.
Go wrong.
but I also like the implications for Crunchyroll here because they do show a lot of cult stuff. So, guys, imagine getting to see at the Alamo Drafthouse some of the films that come out for more than just like 2 days out of the year. Like,
Right.
You know,
And
you
it's
actually have a
35
proper-
locations.
Yeah, yes. I mean, I don't think there's any near me.
Yeah, no, but it's going to still spread these like exclusive movies from like New York or LA to these locations for more people to see.
I think aren't most of the Alamo Drafthouse locations all in Texas though?
Let me check.
Let's do a little bit of research here.
With a
and
name
find out.
like the Alamo, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, man, you got to remember the Alamo, man.
The what?
Austin, Boston, Charlottesville, Chicago, Corpus Christi, DC, Denver, El Paso, Houston, Indianapolis, Laredo, LA, Lubbock, New York, Northern Virginia, Northwest Arkansas, Omaha, and Raleigh.
Was there
Northwest
even one in Georgia?
Arkansas.
I missed that.
No. If there
That's
was, it would have probably been Atlanta, right?
Probably.
It probably would have. Yeah, this is straight from their theaters. So please select your local Alamo theater on their website.
Northeast Arkansas is probably the closest to me.
How often do you think they do that, though? It's like, hey, where can we go to watch theaters? Well, I mean,
here's
there's
the
the
thing.
AMC down the road. Oh, you remember the Alamo? Oh, yeah.
That's great. That's good marketing there.
Oh shit, there's one in Minneapolis.
Oh, there you go. At least you're closer to one.
Oh, never mind. It closed due to bankruptcy. Fuck.
Well, actually,
Well,
that might be a thing.
so they
Sony
all
taking
did.
over, they may.
That's the thing.
They all closed down due to bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Oh no, this wasn't chapter 11 they
closed.
filed. They filed chapter 7.
Oh, no, never mind.
There's no coming back from chapter
Oh.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, well, now that Sony's in charge, there
Yeah.
may be more of those, or they may take back those theaters.
Hopefully.
might-
I
yeah.
mean, if that's the case, there's a lot more under a different tab for potential theaters as well.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, there's also Southwest Florida.
There you go. All right.
Because that's what Florida needs. More anime.
Well, that's
Honestly, yeah.
closer.
What the world needs now
You know, it might
is
fix a few
anime,
things.
sweet anime. All right.
Let's face it, Florida itself, the entire state, is just anime. And just in anime itself.
Yeah. Oh no,
I mean-
it's an anime state because everything is going crazy there.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like, they have their own local heroes or guild, the fucking Florida men.
To be fair, the Panhandle's the only part that's kind of chill. But the rest of Florida, holy
Also,
shit.
doesn't a part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure take place in Florida?
Yeah.
Probably.
Like part
Yeah.
6 or 7?
Stone Ocean?
Stone Ocean.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe? Yeah. Go on Google, type in Florida Man, and then the month and day of your birthday. No, we are not playing that game. We are not playing that game. Okay, so speaking of games, let's move on to gaming. Fenris, tell us right now what those insane bastards, those super Earth democracy loving for freedom and liberty bastards did in their community this week.
So, because we glorious Helldivers for Super Earth chose to save a bunch of children over getting our anti-tank mines that we've been trying to get for months.
Come on, you gotta kill bugs and save the kids.
Because we saved the kids
From automatons.
from automatons, Johan Pildestad, the former CEO and now the COO, has shared that because we saved the children, they will save the children. They posted a picture showing that they donated $4,311 to Johan himself for Save the Children. A company that is fantastic. More reason to want to support them, despite, a couple of their flops with some of their updates. But overall, just fantastic people. And then, of course, he posted a link that's for donate to savethechildren.org for anybody else who would like to help save the children. And, of course, he donated a bit prematurely and posted the screenshot before the final results of the vote was put in. And before the final bit of the major order was concluded. So regardless, he had planned on donating to Save the Children, which is still a fantastic thing to do.
Man, good stuff.
But speaking of games, Moon, you posted something for a change.
Yes, I did. For any and all Dragon Age fans, there's a new one. We have a new Dragon Age coming out called The Veil Guard. So they have 2 trailers out. One is a gameplay trailer, and then there is the official reveal trailer. It looks really good. The art style looks a little more reminiscent of something a little more cartoonish, but not too terribly cartoonish. So it's.
I was gonna warn you about this
I'm excited
topic.
to see where it goes.
I was gonna warn you about this topic because we basically covered all this for quote unquote last week's episode. And then you picked this, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna let him have this one because I have to shit all over this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Go wild.
No. This looks like a waste of my fucking time. Where is Dragon Age 4? Why are we getting this side bullshit? I don't care. I do not care. This reminds me of how little interest everybody had in the Fable PvP thing. You remember when they had one person was going to play the villain and then you got to play 4 different heroes and then that never went anywhere? That's what this reminds me of. It's like, no EA, no BioWare, get to fucking work, give me Dragon Age 4. This is not the crap I want. And I'm not a hater on Dragon Age. I fucking love the first 3 Dragon Age. I love them. Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, Dragon Age Inquisition, they're great. And consider, he may not have been my favorite character, but knowing who is coming up as the quote-unquote overlord in this next one, give me my fucking main story. Nobody asked for this. That's like when you take a AAA game and we're going mobile. No one gives a fuck about mobile. No one. That is serious in the gaming community.
So is this not a part of the main story?
No.
Aw.
That's why I did not cover this last week, because this is not Dragon Age 4. This is not part of, like, I'm sure there's some tie-ins to to some of the other games. I know Varric shows up, but this is not Dragon Age 4. This is a separate thing. This is like okay, you know how good Mass Effect 3 was until the last 10 minutes, but also it was shit because EA forced in their multiplayer? And then they fixed that shit when they released the Mass Effect Collection.
The Legend Edition.
The Legendary Edition. That no longer requires you to play the fucking multiplayer. Not to say that the multiplayer wasn't fun. It was fun. But it could have been, it didn't necessarily have to be interconnected with the story. It was fun in its own way. Anyhow, no, this is not part of main story. I thought you knew that when you posted that.
I didn't.
So
This is not
more
Dragon Age
upset.
4. This is not Dragon Age 4, dude.
So
That's why I didn't talk about this.
watching this trailer, I'm going to keep it brief because I'm sure that once I say what I'm about to say, both of you will probably agree with it.
Okay.
It gave me Borderlands meets D&D vibes, and then trying too hard to beat Baldur's Gate.
It just gives me meh vibes.
Like the way they introduce the characters, their names, and all that. That's very reminiscent of Borderlands.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And the cinematography of it just
Dragon Age has always kind of had like that medieval kind of D&D feel to it, because it takes place in that similar fantasy style.
It does, but this just felt more over the top, more cartoony, like a D&D campaign.
Yeah,
versus the pseudo serious of the originals.
They're trying.
I mean, hell,
that's the other thing that threw me off. The tone of this was so different from all the Dragon Age stuff that had come before.
Like if
Dragon
they opened
Age
it
is
where
definitely like serious stakes kind of stuff.
Yeah, if they opened it with like I think that was Varric, and they're actually taking a swig and then throwing the mug at somebody's head, yes, that would totally remind me of Dragon Age, because that's something his character would have done.
I'm just saying right now, Karlach and Varric would be drinking buddies. 100%.
Oh god, yes.
Yeah. I don't care. I don't care what the companies think. Somebody out there, give me a fan animation of the two of them in a bar brawl. I just want to see Varric and Karlach in a fucking bar brawl. That is all I want.
Oh, I could totally see
That'd be great.
Karlach picking Varric up by his legs and swinging him, and Varric just still throwing punches the entire time, laughing his head off.
Damn it, Tony's not here.
Either that or he holds out his axe.
That too.
I just thought of a really good joke, and Tony's not here for it. Guys, remember to go into the Discord today and tell Tony Happy Father's Day, because he is the father of Fat Dog. Yeah.
Can I ping him for that and get away with it?
Yes, please. Here's the thing: if he gets mad,
server announcements or general.
General, please. Don't do it in server announcements. Don't do it in server announcements. Just say, don't ping him. Don't ping him telling people to do that. Just ping him and say Happy Father's Day, Fat Dog Father, or Fat Dog Daddy, or something like that. And if he gets mad at you for pinging him, just tell him I said to do it. He can come yell at me. I don't give a fuck. I'm laughing at it. It's hilarious to me.
Happy Father's Day to the Fat Father.
The Fat Father. Not the All Father, the Fat Father. Either that or you call him the All Fatter.
There we go. Okay, he is moving. His internet didn't freeze this time.
No, I'm watching something. Sorry. It's really funny. I can't tell you what I'm watching, but yeah, I'm watching something, and I was like, oh, that's really good. All right,
I saw you with that same expression, like, did it freeze? And then just saw this subtle up and down, like, okay, good.
Freeze on! All right, anyway. All right, so that's Dragon Age Veilguard. Any last minute takes now? Because I was like, yeah, I gotta shit all over this. I'm not shitting on it because it's
The
Dragon Age.
gameplay. No, definitely not.
And
But
Tony
the gameplay
replied
looks
already.
interesting.
Yeah.
I watched the gameplay trailer like just now, and I'm like,
God damn it, Moon.
it could still be fun, but yeah, I would like a continuation of the story.
I can get
And I haven't even finished the first 2 yet. Okay.
Oh. God damn it.
Happy Father's Day to the fat father, Fat Tony. Lol, thanks, bud. We do have kids. They're very kind. I am due child support. Wait, did I get it before you? Deadpool.
Oh.
If you don't know what we're laughing at, go check make sure to join the Fat Dog Discord server and look what we typed in general because we're all idiots.
Yes.
All right, guys, who here? Show of hands for the old school gamers. Who here remembers a tasteful, and I use the word tasteful rather importantly here. Who remembers a tasteful little game called Lollipop Chainsaw?
I've
yes,
sold
it was
so
very
many copies of that game.
It's so fucking good.
It is.
It is literally.
I haven't actually played it, but I want to.
It is the most sexual game that doesn't cross the line. If you know what I'm saying, like it's literally on the edge of crossing the line, but it never crosses the line, and you're just like, okay. So literally, a blonde cheerleader, like the stereotype that used to exist about the blonde cheerleader, the popular girl kind of thing. Well, it turns out she's from a family of like demon hunters. She kills zombies with a chainsaw. That's the whole thing. Oh my god, it is literally all right, this is the series that actually put oh god. Jessica Negri. This is the series that put Jessica Negri on the map because she cosplayed as this character.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what really, really took off. That and Pikachu. She did a sexy Pikachu and it took off. Yeah. But this is also this is when people really started paying attention to who voiced what. And so it turns out that this was voiced by Bubbles and Raven. Yeah, when people freaking found out that Twilight Sparkle was this character. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, this is Tara Strong. This is one of the first roles that everybody was like, "Oh, Tara Strong," and they started learning who Tara Strong was. Like this really opened things up as far as like the fans checking into the voice community and seeing who voiced what. This was around that time, so this is one of those that kind of, yeah. So it's getting a remake or a remaster rather,
or you could say a repop.
Yeah, Repop. Former CEO of Kadokawa Games and current CEO of Dragami Games, Yoshima Yosuda, stated on Twitter on Friday that Lollipop Chainsaw Repop, the planned remaster of filmmaker James Gunn and Goichi Suda. By the way, if you're surprised that James Gunn was involved in this, you have not watched enough James Gunn content.
No,
This is 100%. I want to hit this man up on Threads and be like, I'm so excited for this. Lollipop Chainsaw hack and slash game will release digitally worldwide for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch. I'm surprised this is hitting the Switch.
I am too.
Considering how risque this is, I'm super surprised. And PC via Steam on September 25th or the 26th in Japan. A physical version of the game will be available worldwide. The physical version for PS5 and Switch and Japan and Asia will release September 26th, Yasuda added Lollipop Chainsaw Repop is the definitive version of the game, which leaves the story unchanged with the focus on quality of life improvements and additional gameplay content. The game was originally a remake, but is now a remaster. A combination of staff from the original game and Dragami Game staff are developing the game. Gun and Suda are not involved with the remaster. Yoshida posted a message on Twitter in English and in Japanese in July 2022 that his company purchased the IP from Kadokawa Games after the status of the game was in limbo. He added, Warner Brothers is supporting Dragami Games in this endeavor. I'm not surprised. This is, all right, the closest iteration to something in Warner Brothers that is current that would be kind of similar to this is the fucking Harley Quinn series. The Harley Quinn series is kind of close to what this resembles. All right. Man. This came out on PS3 and Xbox 360 in June 2012, guys. This is 12 years old. It doesn't feel like that long ago.
No.
And yet, I have not seen the trailer for this, for Repop. You are going to be seeing my live reaction to this. Moon, have you seen the trailer?
For the Lollipop Chainsaw?
Yes.
Yeah, I was just watching it.
Oh god.
This game has so many references to zombie media and other media.
Oh yeah. Also,
Like,
I almost forgot that her dad is basically Elvis.
Yep.
Mm.
My favorite two references from the original game. In the beginning, a zombie screams, "Shaun is not dead," referencing Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the other, the main character Juliet shouts, "Chainsaw Dash," referencing Rainbow Dash.
Yeah.
She does that. There's like a fucking rainbow behind her when she does it.
Yeah.
So
Love
yes, I'm so looking forward to playing this game again now. So Moon, how far are you caught up on Oshinoko yet and the manga?
Actually, funny you should ask that. I have been doing a good job and reading pretty far. I actually know who the father is. The actual father, not the thought father who had, killed himself with his wife. Mm-hmm. I
Spoilers.
know who the actual father is.
Good.
What? All I heard was spoilers.
Oshinoko.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, we'll get there in a second. I'm just watching that thing.
I do a segue, man.
Okay, that's really funny. It's so weird to hear Lollipop Chainsaw spoken in Japanese, but like it or English. Lollipop Chainsaw, and I'm like, no, don't do that. All right, yeah, let's move into the anime block now, guys. Oshinoko is ending, or rather, it starts. The final arc starts on Wednesday, so we're now entering the final arc of Oshinoko. And for my fellow manga readers out there, boy, has it been a ride. Also, isn't the anime dropping this year, season 2?
Yep.
Isn't it in like
It's
a month?
it's the summer block.
Yeah! We're getting season 2 in just a month.
I am excited. I am very excited.
I am so excited. No, not even a month. It's a couple of weeks because it starts at the beginning of July,
Ooh.
not end of July. So we're like 2-3
Nice.
weeks away. Oh, I'm so fucking excited.
Yeah, July 3rd.
Oh!
Sure. 3 days after a con ends. It's a Wednesday
I'm
too.
watching it
So
in
Is
there.
it gonna
I'm
have
watching
another
it in
hour-long
there.
first episode?
Maybe. Who knows?
possibly.
I mean, they did start that
I-
trend.
That would be cool.
I
But,
hope they do a 90-minute
yeah.
first episode.
I don't know how much you heard of it, Richie, but I actually am caught up a little bit.
Oh, I'm aware.
I know who
You know who Daddy
Yeah.
Dearest
I know
is?
who the real father is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't say real father.
the real one.
Don't say real father. Don't say real father.
That's why I said
No,
spoilers,
No,
dude.
it does matter because he had a first guess that was wrong. So
and
it
that's
does
all
matter.
in the manga, not in the anime. So you're spoiling. Did you forget that was manga only and not
What can
anime?
I say? I learned from the best.
Oh, there you go. Yes. Yeah. Tony's been teaching you well, huh? I'm taking no credit for this. I owe no back pay or child support. Nope. All right. All right.
Let's see. Who is the one I watched Mushoku Tensei with who spoiled so much shit?
I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing.
Also, you spoiled a little bit of One Piece for me. Just a little.
I can spoil a lot more if you want.
I could say you've spoiled a bit of Yu Yu Hakusho, but that is also like a 30-year-old anime, if not
There's no
more,
spoilers in Yu Yu
so...
Hakusho. Just like there's no crying in baseball. There's no spoilers
Yeah.
in Yu Yu Hakusho. It's been out too long. I could spoil Hunter x Hunter for you,
Yeah,
and that
no.
still wouldn't count because it's over 10 years old.
Yeah, no, that's... Yeah.
Here, I can spoil Sword Art Online for you. Don't watch it.
Best decision I'll ever make.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Spoilers for
I've
Sword
already
Art
watched
Online. It
all the
started
way
the
up to
isekai
Gun Gale.
trend. Yeah. Oh, well. You've already
Yeah.
seen the shit. So there you go.
Oh,
Anyway,
Pretty much.
this year's 20th issue of Shueisha's weekly Young Jump magazine announced on Thursday that Akasawa and Mengo Yokoyari's Oshinoko manga will enter its final arc titled Hoshine Yumeni, or Toward the Stars and Dreams, on June 27th. The manga will take a one-issue break on June 20th, which is, of course, this week, and will start its final arc in the magazine's 30th issue, which will release on June 27th. Now, clarification, when I say this week, Sunday is technically the first day of the week. So, I mean, this coming Wednesday, there will be no Oshinoko. That's what I mean. Shueisha's Manga Plus service simultaneously published the manga's 152nd chapter, where it also announced the final arc. Akasaka, who has done Kaguya-sama Love is War, which I have not checked out, but is also in universe with Oshinoko. Love is War takes place at a certain amount of time before Oshinoko. Because we do see one of the main characters from Kaguya-sama Love is War as an adult talking with Ruby as one of the side things. It's quote unquote a side thing in Oshinoko, but it's part of the canon. Like it's not something that's like, oh, here's a funny little drawing I did. No. This is actually stuff that they confirmed is in universe and does take place. So those two exist together, and I could not be happier. And I'm not even somebody that's watched Kaguya-sama Love is War. Wait until I've seen it, you know? All right, and Yokari, who did Scum's Wish, launched the manga in Weekly Shonen Jump back in April 2020. Blah, 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 blah. If you don't know... If you don't know what Oshinoko is, well, first off, let me congratulate you. Because you found us, at least you finally come out of that rock you were under. So, congratulations on moving out of your rock. But if you don't know what Oshinoko is, go on High Dive and watch it yourself. I don't want to tell you anything about it. It's actually much more fun to experience.
It is. I also forgot that it's getting a live-action movie.
Yeah. I mean, it lends itself to live action very, very well.
Oh, sorry. The manga is also inspiring a live-action film and series adaptation.
Yeah. The film is probably the first episode or the first volume of the manga, and then the series would be all the stuff after. All right, tell us what's going on in voice actor land in Japan there, Fenris, because you posted this.
Atlas recast Toru Furuya and Metaphor Refantasia. However the fuck you say that word. I feel like I'm having a goddamn seizure trying to read it. Atlus announced on Tuesday that it has removed voice actor Toru Furuya from the cast of its upcoming Metaphor ReFantazio fantasy role-playing game due to various circumstances and will announce the replacement cast member sometime in July. Atlus had not previously announced which character or role Furuya would be playing in the game. On his Twitter account on May 22nd, voice actor Toru Furuya acknowledged a recent report by the Weekly Bunshun magazine regarding an affair he had with a fan. Weekly Bunshun interviewed him for the article, and then the rest is a bunch of shit that we had already covered. But following the admission, Animate canceled its Detective Conan event scheduled for July 27, which would have him as a speaker. He also left a stage reading production scheduled for August 10th to 11th. Furuya's voice acting career extends much more than 50 years, and he has performed in more than 100 titles, which I believe we covered all of them 2 weeks ago when we first covered this bullshit. But very seldom have I actually seen Atlus kick somebody out of a game, and I've been following them for 15 years now, I think. Maybe 20. Long time, in other words. So, Moon, have you been watching Delicious in Dungeon on Netflix?
Not yet, and it's specifically because it's on Netflix. I don't have Netflix anymore.
Oh, sad.
I really want to watch it, but
Well, oh shit, I can't do that because Netflix and their stupid fucking IP sharing
exactly.
bullshit.
That's why we got rid of it.
Fucking. I hate IP sharing bullshit. Like the crackdown on it. It was so nice being able to share it before. Because yes, Blade of Acura. Delicious in Dungeon is an amazing show. Oh, well, welcome back, Richie.
Thank you. Sorry, early July stuff going on my phone that I had to keep a.
Fair enough.
My niece is coming up for the 4th from over in Arkansas to here, so good stuff. Good stuff.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Moon and I were just having a discussion about him not having Netflix because of the IP sharing bullshit.
Oh.
Which is super sad.
Not as sad as the Father's Day gift we got from Mushoku Tensei.
Oh, you finally got there, huh? No, hold on. Thunder's here. Mm-hmm. I didn't order any thunder today. Stop that. Dude, it's
so that's where that shipment went.
The shipment of thunder? You resend it right now.
Oh, I had ordered it for up here because I want a couple thunderstorms so I don't have to go outside after this. I don't want to touch grass again. I did that twice already today. My feet are still burned.
Okay. Well. No surprise here to anyone who actually has a Netflix account and has watched this series. Dungeon Meshi, or Delicious in Dungeon anime, gets a second season. Highly encourage it if you have not watched this series. We're at 24 episodes?
Yep, currently at 24.
Kadokawa announced on Thursday that Studio Trigger's television oh, no wonder it's Studio Trigger. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yep.
Yoko Kui's Delicious in Dungeon, or Dungeon Meshi, manga will get a second season, and revealed a visual and video of the announcement. I love that video. Now,
it is so
to
good.
anyone who has not seen it, I will say that this show starts out kind of a certain way, and it's kind of cutesy and everything, and about halfway through, the tone shifts.
Oh,
and it makes it even better. If you love Dungeon Meshi, in the beginning. Just keep with it. You're gonna love it more in the second half. It's really good.
I gotta say, I'm a manga reader on this one.
Mm-hmm.
It gets dark.
Oh, I'll bet. Oh, I'll bet.
Oh. There's one point in it that something happens you do not expect.
I'm
I'm not just saying that like the broad term. I'm like, it's something that literally is the furthest thing from your mind that would actually happen.
Oh, gotcha. So how many monsters does he end up fucking? Because that was the furthest thing
All
from
of
my mind.
I'm not going to spoil it.
How many babies?
I'm not going to spoil it.
Uh-huh.
At least not on stream.
All right, guys. I'm excited for season 2. If you've watched season 1, let us know. We want to hear your thoughts about the end of this show. Did you watch it? If so, what did you think? And are you excited for season 2? And how excited for season 2 are you? Let us know in chat or in the comments. Really do want to know.
And please tell us how handsome you think Senshi is. I just watched that body double episode.
It's the bulge. The bulge does it. I literally saw Scott tweeting about this just recently. Moon, you want to cover this one?
Which one?
We're talking about Kadokawa now.
Yeah, I can.
Since we talked about this last week, here's the update for it.
Yes.
Cyber attack delays Kadokawa's releases, accounting with Nico Nico expected to stay offline for 1 month or more. Kadokawa Corporation issued a statement on its temporary website on Friday to announce the continued suspension of its Dwango subsidiaries Nico Nico video services, following the cyber attack on June 8th. The company is temporarily suspending Nico Nico's services in order to fully investigate the circumstances surrounding the incident, which it predicts will take at least a month. In a separate statement, Kadokawa also acknowledged other business operations were affected, including publication, merchandise, and accounting systems. This will cause delays in the release of some publications and merchandise. Nico Nico head Shigetaka Kurita and Chief Technology Officer Keiichi Suzuki gave further details in a video addressing the impact of the attack on Sunday. Kadokawa stated that after confirming the outages were due to a wide-scale cyber attack, including the use of ransomware, it immediately set up an emergency task force to investigate and restore services of affected servers. Ransomware is a type of malware that encrypts data or denies services, then demands victims make a payment to restore them. The attack seemed to be focused on the Nico Nico services. While the company is still investigating the full extent of damages, it revealed the attack had managed to reach the internal network, leading to the shutdown and lack of access to internal systems. Nico Nico services rely on public data servers as well as Kadokawa's private servers, with the latter being the target of the attack. Despite the company shutting down its servers to isolate the damage, the cyber attack's perpetrator was observed to be remotely restarting those servers to continue the malware spread. To stop this, the staff physically disconnected the server's power and communications cables. Employees at the company's Kabukiza offices were also prohibited from entering the premises, and internal networks and services were shut down. Kadokawa notified police of the situation on June 9th and consulted external specialists. Kadokawa also notified the Kanto Local Finance Bureau.
All right.
Nico Nico's... Oh, okay.
We're good. I just want to quickly say to whoever did this, your mom's a hoe. Kadokawa does a lot of stuff. So when we're saying, oh, this release got delayed, this is going to be massive when it comes to delayed releases. Because we're not just talking about books, we're talking about manga, we're also talking about anime.
And movies. Games. Kadokawa was basically the Disney of Japan.
Yeah. So whoever did
anything they had their hands in is delayed.
But to be fair, they're also they're the Disney that people like a lot.
Yeah, the Disney that actually mostly treats people well.
What?
I didn't think it could get worse, but it got worse.
What did?
His mom.
Oh. Oh, yeah. You finally saw Zenith, huh? At the end? Yeah. Happy Father's Day. Yeah. Welcome to Turning
wrong
Point
with you,
3,
Mushoku Tensei?
bitch.
They did that on purpose.
Yes.
They had to have.
They did, because they celebrate Father's Day in Japan. So today is, or rather, this is Father's Day when they dropped this. It was Father's Day in Japan. Unless it dropped on midnight on Monday and they're like, it wasn't Father's Day. Well, for the rest of us, it is. Fuck you. All right.
I love, you scroll down into the comments, the second one, spoilered. I hope everyone has a great Father's Day.
Good stuff. All right, guys. Let's
Ugh.
talk about live action adaptation of Cells at Work. Come on, Fenris, take us through it.
Interesting.
The official Twitter account for the live-action film of
Of course it's
of
Warner Brothers.
Akane Shimizu's Cells at Work manga posted an early teaser trailer on Tuesday. The teaser announces the film's main cast and December premiere. Mei Nagano will star in the film as Red Blood Cell, and Takeru Sato will star as White Blood Cell. Hideki Takeuchi is directing the film with a script by Yuichi Tokunaga. Man, they really put a lot of shit in these parentheses. Warner Brothers Japan is distributing the film. Shimizu launched the original Cells at Work manga in the March 2015 issue of Kodansha's monthly shonen Sirius magazine and ended it in January 2021. Kodansha USA Publishing is releasing the manga in English. The first television anime of the original manga premiered in July 2018. The second season premiered in January 2021 alongside the anime of the Cells at Work Code Black spin-off manga. Kodansha USA Publishing is also releasing the following spin-off manga in English: Cells at Work Bacteria,
Oh.
Neobacteria, White Brigade, Baby Cells Not at Work, Cells at Work Code Black,
Baby
Cells at
Not
Work, and Cells at Work and Friends, and Cells at Work Platelets. The latest
the
Cells
platelets. The
Yes.
platelets are the best. The platelets
latest-
are like tiny grade school children that like
They're
are
adorable.
construction workers.
It's adorable.
Which is funny because, guys, if you actually check out doctors react to Cells at Work, they're like, actually, platelets are really big. They're bigger than most cells. And I'm like, but yeah, if you get cut and you start to see your blood coagulate and scab up, that's platelets at work repairing. Yeah.
The adorable little platelets that are apparently bigger than everything else.
No, they're adorable in Cells at Work. Don't get me wrong. They are 100. Have you seen what platelets look like in Cells at Work?
Have you watched Cells at Work?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right.
It is one of the most informational manga I've ever
It
watched.
seriously is, dude. I have seen doctors sit here and go, "Oh my god, this is so accurate." They're like, "There's so much detail in this." Like literally, the little caps that the red blood cells wear actually are shaped like red blood cells.
Yes.
It's insane.
And also, I think it's funny that like I have a good way of explaining what the hell allergies are, which is basically just an overreaction to something it didn't need to react to.
Yes.
It really is.
That's all it is. Because in the anime, they have the one episode devoted to it. Cedar pollen just shows up, and then suddenly the body is like, "Oh, that's a problem. Let's go fight it and kill it." Okay, cool. And then the other parts of the body are like, "Oh, that's a problem. Let me just drown the area with stuff that tends to be an irritant."
Yeah.
And eventually you just got someone who's just having a rough day.
Yeah. Guys, Cells at Work is like if Osmosis Jones was actually educational and
good.
funny.
Yes.
Yeah, and good. Yeah, exactly. Cells at Work, I would show this to any medical student. This is so fucking helpful. Like, there are doctors out there that are like, they're bringing up shit I haven't thought about since med school, and it's so helpful because I've forgotten all of this stuff. And then there's also like the point where they show like when she graduates from being whatever cell she was before to a red
Stem.
blood cell, a stem cell to a red blood cell, and like literally they're showing that, and the doctor pauses it and goes, I think this was Dr. Mike, by the way. Beep whoop, that guy.
Yeah.
But he was literally talking about how this scene reminded of med school graduation, because he's like, you've got your very serious people, and then you've got your people that have been studying so hard that they're passed out during graduation. You know, it's like, this is very real. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm glad they know this. So the guy that wrote it was a med school student. Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
And I
There's
didn't
also
realize
the,
that they had
different white blood cells.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize they had this many spin-off series either.
I didn't either, man. It's so good.
And there's still more lit in the last section of it.
No.
Mm.
No. I like the idea of this being like a live action, and also at the same time, now having seen the trailer, holy shit, the white blood cells kick so much ass.
Yeah,
Like,
they
that's
do.
actually really good action that I didn't think
Mhm.
of. I was just like, oh yeah, cells at work, it's cute. And then I see them, they're like hopping off buildings, slaying bacteria and germs. And I'm like, damn.
Yep.
That's the other half of Cells at Work, is it is very action and
Mhm,
very, very bloody and gory.
mhm.
Somehow,
I mean, it's,
because we're already in a body, it's already blood, and yet they cut up these bacteria and shit, and it's just like
That was another funny part that Dr. Mike was talking about. He's like, we're literally watching a white blood cell kill a germ, and the germ is just spilling out blood. Meanwhile, all these red blood cells all around. This is, it makes no sense, but I love it. It's like, he's like, only anime. I'm like, yeah. You gotta have to.
I
So
now want to
germs
see
have
that.
red blood cells. That's yeah.
I kind of want to see an Inception type thing now, where they go from, the cells in a human body to the cells inside of a cell. But so July 30th is when Oshinoko starts. I'm really looking forward to July 7th.
Why? What's coming out?
You're the one super excited about this one too, Richie.
Am I? Hold on. I'm still trying to
All
get
three of
over
us are.
cells at work. Never mind, I'm over cells at work. Holy shit, I'm over cells at work. Guys, if you want to watch the trailer, link down in the doobly-doo. But the official trailer and a bit more for Tower of God Season 2 has come out. Crunchyroll announced Wednesday that the Tower of God anime's second season will premiere on July 7th. Crunchyroll also presented the new key visual, and there are cast announcements. And yeah, guys, if you have not seen Tower of God, what the fuck?
Fuck you, Rachel.
Yeah, fuck you, Rachel. Rachel probably watched it because she's vain. She'd watch herself.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn.
But still,
Rachel,
fuck
go
you, Rachel.
herself.
Yeah, still fuck Rachel. Yeah, but don't fuck Rachel, but fuck Rachel. You know what I'm saying?
Not in the good way.
No,
Not
but
the good
fuck
way.
Rachel.
No, I fuck Rachel. Skull fuck Rachel. There you go. There we go. You're
Whoa,
like, oh,
Gohan! What the hell?
man. No, she deserves it.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'd fuck her with a spear.
I'd Vlad the Impaler.
Make a couple new holes.
And turn your taint into a tiz.
Just make her choke.
Mm-hmm.
Not on anything specifically. Just make her choke.
Oh man, I'm not that
I don't
long.
Again, not on anything specifically. Just
All right, now that we're past that, guys.
are we though?
Yes, because we got to move to season 2. We got to stop focusing on season 1. Well, enough reminiscing about the past. Quickly, let's talk about the past. Did you know that One Piece is 25 years old?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And apparently they took over Vegas. Luffy was on the Vegas sphere. because
That's
there was
amazing.
like a Monkey D. Luffy of Oda's One Piece series may still be an aspiring king of pirates, but for a brief moment, he was the king of Las Vegas. See for yourself when One Piece took over the Las Vegas sphere. Toei Animation produced the new 90-second long presentation for the One Piece exhibit in the Exosphere exterior at the Las Vegas Sphere, which debuted on June 10th and remains on display until June 16th. So it's already over. Or today is the last day. The display commemorates the 25th anniversary of the One Piece anime. Recently, Toei Animation also streamed a video titled 25 Years of One Piece featuring memorable moments from the anime. Note that the video contains major spoilers for the series up until the current episodes, but the scenes are in chronological order by arc. So you could watch all the way to Brook and be safe.
Because I am that far. I am working on Thriller Bark. It is possible. It is doable. I started this about a month ago.
Let me go through. That's 2003. 07. Okay, so you want the good news or the bad news?
Hit me with the bad news.
Okay, so the good news is out of a 7-minute 50-second video, you have made it to 3 minutes in.
All right, what's the good news?
No, that was the bad news. That was the good news. That was the good news.
Oh, I said give me the bad news.
Yeah, I wasn't listening to you. So here's the bad news. The arc that you're on was 2008. Are you doing the mental math?
I don't need to do that much. Just
16 years ago.
Wow.
So you've got 16 years
pretty
of
damn
content to
beautiful,
catch up on.
I'm working on it.
I want you to
I'm waiting
understand-
for when the episodes have like 15 minutes of whatever it's called.
Recap.
Mhm.
Yeah. Also, I love Brooke. He's so wonderful.
Oh, God.
Yes.
No!
Yes.
Oh no.
Skeleton Al is amazing.
I love him.
The punch heard round the world was 2009. Oh.
Punch heard round the world?
Mm-hmm. When you get to Saboti Archipelago, you'll understand.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I love that Usopp is just so negative. The negative ghosts don't do shit to him. Oh my god. And then the chick and all her animals just start trying to like, you can do
Boa
it! You
Hancock
can
was
do it!
2009.
Don't pity me!
play! All right, 2010 is Impel Down. And then we check in with everybody else. Yeah. Marineford was 2010. Okay, so it wasn't 2012, it was 2010 that we reached the halfway point. 2011, oh my god. That is iconic, but I can't have you see that yet. That's like major spoiler. Okay, we've got recap stuff. Go to the new world. Yep. Oh. The end of the time skip was also 2011. Mm-hmm. And then Mermaid Island is 2012. Okay. So
I just jumped at the end just to look at the ending picture because it's really cute, and I'm just wondering how shit, what's his name? Zoro. How Zoro even made it into this picture? You'd think he'd gotten lost on the way.
what picture? Huh?
Just at the end, before it says thanks for watching, there's like a little still image. It's beautiful. It's right at the end.
It's not a still image, I don't think. They're
Okay,
standing
it's
and
not
their
a
clothes
still,
are reacting,
but-
but yeah. Well,
Yes,
they're
fair.
on their ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
but
love
yeah.
the Zoro getting lost meme. It's hilarious.
But yeah, Luffy was actually on the big thing. Once again, guys, highly encourage you to check out the link. It's the, oh my god, is that blown up Luffy? Yeah, that's Goma Goma no Fusen. I love that. He's on there, he's looking around at Vegas and then smiling and laughing. Oh my god, that's so cool. Oh, I think this is a helicopter shot to show the sphere in such big detail. Wow. Man, to think that One Piece has been a part of my life since 2005. So it's been 19 years that I've been watching One Piece now. And funny enough, when I get into it, they were only at Skypiea. And by the time I caught up, they
Skypiea
were
was
on
a
the
fun
Foxy arc. By the time I caught up, they were on the Foxy arc. Yeah. Good stuff. Good times. All right. We got to move on. Next story. There's so much good anime content. Oh, God. Okay. I almost titled this. If you look in the doobly-doo at the description for this one, this is what I almost titled the episode. I almost titled it, Anos is so OP he kills his own show.
Isn't this like the second or third delay this season has gotten?
Yeah. Of just this season. Just this season. The Misfit of Demon King Academy 2 anime delays its last 3 episodes. All right. Jesus. The official website for the Misfit of Demon King Academy 2 anime season revealed on Saturday that the staff are delaying the final 3 episodes of the season, episode 22 to 24. Channels will re-air the audio commentary version of episode 19 on June 21st. Episode 22 will air on June 28th. Episode 23 will air July 3rd. The staff will reveal the air date of episode 24 at a later time. The second season's core premiered on April 12th. No, it did not. It premiered way earlier last year.
The re-release of season 2 started April 12th.
The anime's website lists the overall season with having 24 episodes. Crunchyroll is streaming the season as it airs. The first cores of the anime's second season premiered in January 2023. Episodes 7 and beyond of the anime were delayed due to the impact of the increase of COVID-19 infections on its production schedule. The sequel anime then restarted broadcast in July 2023 and was again delayed. For fuck's sake, guys. At this point, all of the hype I had for this show is gone. And most everybody that watched the crap out of this and were excited for this have dropped it.
With the first 2 delays, I'm just waiting until all the episodes are out so I can just binge it.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. And here's my other thing. At this point, just read the fucking manga.
Yeah.
Dude, the first episode of this show will let you know exactly what this show is and if you're interested. This motherfucker kills another motherfucker with just his heartbeat. Then snaps
not
his
just
fingers. Not just dead body. No. Erased almost from existence. Then
blood
snaps his
everywhere.
Fingers. Yeah, snaps his fingers and brings the bitch back.
This is episode 1.
This is episode 1. When I say that Anos Voltigold is so OP he can kill his own show, it's not an exaggeration. This man is broken. And the weirdest part is, you later discover this man is basically Shaggy. He wasn't even at 100% the entire time. So when he's killing another person with his heartbeat and snapping them back into reality, like, that's only 1% of my power, man. That's where we're at. It's literally the Shaggy meme in an anime form.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Oh man, it's so good. All right. Fucking hell.
Oh, this motherfucker.
I didn't put this in the links because we're just going to talk about this. Hey Moon. You watched the I don't even think this is the newest episode. Episode 58. Yeah, I don't think this is the newest episode. This is the episode previous.
Yeah, it's the previous episode. It's last week's.
Mm-hmm. Last
Slime.
week's episode, slime episode.
Of what? Oh, slime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we're back to terrible reviews.
I watched them both yesterday.
Yeah,
The same guy.
Yeah, the ANN review guy just needs to stop reacting to and doing reviews for shows he doesn't like. His whole thing is stating that that this whole arc has been mediocre and it ended in a mediocre way, which was fitting. I'm like, fuck this guy. Instead of going through the whole thing, we're just going to read the random thoughts. Rimuru does understand you can attack first, right? You don't need to take every enemy attack head on. And while the baddies had some kind of magic nullification field, he could have just lasered them like he did the entire Falmouth army, right? No!
Wrong.
No, he could not. Because if you pay attention, it's only the most effective at midday. And the setup time that is required. All right. Tell me you don't pay attention without telling me you don't pay attention, you know? What will Luminous do with Hinata's knights now that they know she's a demon lord? Does she have any reason to not kill them to keep the secret safe?
Does she have any reason to kill them?
I would like to know why/how a vampire is able to use such powerful holy magic with no ill side effects. You know what's really funny? In the next episode, you get all these answers.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. How does an Oni use her powers with no side effects? How does a fucking resurrected White King... No, not resurrected. What is it? I forgot what he's called.
An undead.
Adelman. Yeah, just undead use the same stuff. Because he did.
Mm-hmm. And we explained this in season 2. He was asking, how can monsters use holy magic? And it's like, it's based on a belief system.
Yeah.
And since Luminous is the quote-unquote god of their country, they can all use holy magic thanks to her. Well, she's going to teach Rimuru the same thing soon. Of course, you and I know that, Moon, because light novels. But, no. And I was like, wait, so Luminous not only knows where Rimuru and Hinata is, but can teleport there at will, despite never having been to Tempest herself. Best not piss her off, Rimuru. She has her own big I win button right there.
No, she doesn't.
This is the problem with people who don't pay attention when they're watching a show or put it on in the background and only cut certain things. Like, a lot of this stuff gets explained. Teleportation from nations like that is not something you can just snap your fingers and do. She's not all that powerful. Luminous is just older,
But
so
she
she
knew where
knows
Hinata
more
was.
things than Rimuru. But power-wise, Luminous and Rimuru are about the same level right now. And so, to clarify, that's not something you can easily do. And that's why there was like this big door. That's why there was like this whole procession of her coming out with Louis. She doesn't come out of hiding often at all. She just doesn't. And to just show up and stand on the battlefield, At least there's no complaints about Diablo. But yeah, even I thought the Rimuru stuff in the anime was lacking a bit compared to the light novel. But like most of this stuff that you're confused about, individual here that's writing this, I don't think you pay enough attention. Okay. Anyway, with all the recent conflict out of the way, we can finally get back to what has become the real meat of Tensura: boardroom meetings where our heroes discuss the future and plan parties. Bro, just stop watching the show. It's clear that you don't like it. Please, please stop watching this. All right, we're kind of done. All right. But that being said, let's talk about this week's episode. Guys, we're back to dinner parties and board meetings, which honestly is the meat of this show. We're back to explaining things. The post-battle wrap-up and the getting ready for the next phase. And we don't have to wait months for it. It's coming next week. We start book 8 soon. I'm looking forward to it. Also, we got to look at the bad guys this time too and seeing how connected they all are. We got to see Kaguli, Yuki, Damrata, because that's who the merchant from the east is. We've now got officially, we know what Damrata looks like. And then of course we've got the Rozos. So also I love Damrata just walks by and pats the fucking Maribel on the head, just pats her on the head while it's Drunk Rimuru was very fun.
Yes.
So let's go ahead. What parts of the episode do you guys want to talk about? What really stood out to you? What did y'all like about this episode?
Go ahead, Moon.
I just loved everything about Diablo. It's so much fun to just see him sit there and just be like, "Oh, hey, look, reporters! These guys just tried to kill you. You should write that down."
Oh no, that's the previous episode. We're on the new episode.
Oh, on the new episode. My bad.
Yeah, the one that actually came out
with the new
Friday.
episode. Right. With the new episode, if I remember correctly, it was still a decent amount of just talking, but like that's not a bad thing. And yes, Drunk Rimuru was just funny.
Spilling state secrets like it's nothing.
Yeah, that was just great. And everyone
Raphael
around
was
him just
"Nope,
like, "Can
no
you
more."
really say that?"
And then Raphael was like, "Confirmed. Nope, no more."
He's like, "Yeah, we aren't having this no more. You're gonna ruin my plans. Ruin your plans. Ruin my plans. But I'm the boss. Shush, 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 shush. Little slime. Wait your turn."
What are you doing? What? Nothing. Getting drunk. Running my plans. Running your plans? Are you? No. Yes, you are. Remove inebriation. No.
No! Oh, that needs to be a thing.
I'm gonna put that in season 3 of Slime Abridged.
Do it. Great.
Raphael was fun. Yeah, Raphael's always fun.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Favorite part for me was when everybody was getting ready to head back to Lubelius. Rimuru thought, you gotta be gracious, a gracious host and do this. Hey, you guys want to stay for the night? Depends what's on the menu.
I love that. Like Hinata's first time having white rice in forever. She's like, how did you get this? Anytime that guy takes food from Hinata, she's murderous intent on that motherfucker. Also, all of the moments between Luminous and Veldora, where he fucking he tries to use the fucking manga as a shield, the fucking Shonen Jump volume, like the big Shonen Jump archive, as like a shield, puts like energy around it and stuff. It wasn't my fault. I didn't do it. That was like his whole mantra this episode. It was great.
Just overall a very, very funny episode.
Yeah, we're back to basics. We're back to chilling and talking things out rather than. It's so funny. Immediately as everything was ramping up and we were about to have this fight, that's when everybody was like, "No, we were wrong. Talk it out. We're like, yeah. All right. Yeah, the episode was just fun. That's the only description you can get. But that's not a bad thing. It's okay to just be fun. All right. Happy Father's Day, everybody. Let's talk about Mushoku Tensei. Guys, I forgot a very important thing, and for this portion of the discussion, I need to make sure it's up. Guys, if you have been with us this whole time, hanging out and watching us, we really, really appreciate it. But yeah, we're in massive, massive spoiler territory for the episode that came out just a couple hours ago. So spoiler tags are up. This is going to be the end of the show. Thank you so much. If you don't want spoilers, we understand if you leave. But if you've already watched the episode and you want to chat about it with us, we welcome you in the comments or the chat right now. We're going to talk about the Father's Day special that was Mushoku Tensei episode 22. All right. Sufficient spoiler alert has been posted. Let's talk about it. Who wants to go first?
I will. Damn good episode. It was a wonderful episode. For the recap, we saw let's see. We got the band back together. We finally see the boss and everything. And freaking Paul is all gung ho, ready. Hold on.
He's not gung ho, dude. He loses his shit.
Guys,
Fair enough.
I want you to understand. Paul is like having a sale on death flags. He's just passing them out.
Just handing them out all over the place. But he goes in headstrong, and they figure out, oh shit, this Hydra's gonna be really tough to kill. We gotta regroup. And then they regroup, and
Can't wait to see
Paul is
Paul's
sitting there all
reactions.
pissy. Paul is sitting there all pissy, like, Zenith was there. I know she was there. Rudy, why the fuck aren't you pissed? Rudy's sitting there like, the fuck is that gonna do for us right now? We gotta figure out a plan, dude.
I would have just stated, I'm so mad
And,
that I've wrapped my way back, that I've circled my way back around to calm. And the thing
Yep.
that's pissing me off the most right now, smack him in the face, is you. Get your shit together. It's literally get your shit together. We're gonna save mom, but not at the cost of you, because I'm not going back home and telling my sisters that they don't have a dad anymore. That should have been the thing that
So
Rudy
yeah,
said.
they come up with their plan,
Mhm.
the classic Hercules method, take off the head, burn the stump so it can't grow back.
I don't think that was actually Hercules. Was it? Did Hercules take on the Hydra?
It was Hercules because that
was.
was part of his trials. He had to cut off their heads, and then he figured out, you need to burn the stumps.
Off
and
with
so on.
their heads.
Exactly. And then, yeah. In order to save Rudy, Paul kicks him out of the way when a head is lunging at him. And it's the final head, and they get it, they kill it, they cut the head off, and kill it and everything, and everything's calmed down, and it's finally over. Battle's finally over.
Rudy lost an arm.
Rudy lost an arm, and well, Paul was
That was
half the man he used to be.
That was one powerful blink that Hydra had.
No, it's because it's scales. It's because of its scales. They were sharp enough to just cut, like,
Yep.
it just blinking cut the, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, the face that Joe is making on his reaction to this episode. Oh, yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Pardon?
Oh, damn it. Somebody beat me to it. I was going to
What'd they
post
say?
Happy Father. Yeah, there are people that said Happy Father's Day in the comments for his reaction. Yeah.
Part of me is glad that Paul wasn't around to see what became of his wife. It probably would have broke his heart.
Yeah, because everyone gets to go back. It's a very somber note. Lily
God damn this
holds
comment.
Rudy a bit, comforts him, and then a little bit later we get to see Zenith wakes up. She was asleep for about 4 days. She doesn't even remember how to talk.
Yeah, I wasn't going to
And
say
the-
anything about Zenith. I wanted
The
that
look
to,
of confusion on her face too was just
Painful.
just another reminder why
Icing on the
Rudy can't be
fucking
happy.
If none of you noticed,
That's-
at some point in that second fight with the Hydra, it switched to the Orsted music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm,
Oh yeah, it switched to Orsted's theme. It was bad. I love this comment.
Yeah.
Rudy needs to keep growing and maturing, so Paul ends up being half the man Rudy becomes. And it's somebody goes, "Bruh, bruh, bruh." God damn it! If you don't understand what happened and why they didn't take his body home to have a funeral and they burned it in the dungeon, it's because dying in the dungeon, it would take them so long to get out of the dungeon that Paul would literally become a corpse, a walking corpse, and turn into
Well,
a
not
monster.
walking, but
Well,
Oh, no, okay.
it's too soon.
Mhm.
Too soon.
I mean, he could have become an ankle biter.
I think a little ankle biter. Why am I being wished Happy Father's Day? Says Taka. All right. Any other thoughts or comments on this Father's Day episode?
I'm gonna go sit in the shower and listen to Leaves on the Vine.
Leaves from the vine.
Yeah.
God damn it, Michael.
I'm gonna go.
Leaves.
I'm gonna go sit in my studio and record myself crying for future crying bits I may or may not have to do.
That's great. Let us know, guys. What did you think of this episode of Mushoku Tensei? Did you like it? If yes, if no, why? Why or why not? You can do either of those. But yeah, let us know what you thought. I'm relishing this because I knew this was coming. I was like, this is the episode. When I was like, guys, season 2 is not going to end the way you would like it to. Now we have to deal with the aftermath of that, because do you understand how broken Rudy is now? Lost his dad, and for what?
And keep in mind, he's probably going to have that survivor's guilt of, if I didn't freeze, he may still be alive.
Oh no, here's the other piece of guilt. If I'd listened to the man God's advice, what would have happened? Because you got to think about that. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to give you this one. Rudy going to Begarit was the bad ending.
So, if he hadn't,
The bad ending
would everyone
for
have been?
Begarit. This would have been the bad. This is the bad ending for Begarit. If he hadn't gone, what would have happened? I'm not telling you, because the man God will do that later.
All right.
Yeah. The man God will explain what would have happened if he'd just not gone. Yeah. Like, or if you really want to know, I'll tell you off stream. I just won't tell you here.
Well, as soon as we get off stream, I've got to go meet with friends, and we're gonna have fun stuff, fun times. Ha ha ha.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's not going to be like a 5-minute discussion. I can just be like, this, and this. That's what happened if he didn't go.
Fair enough.
But, any last minute thoughts before we head out? No?
Don't
Okay.
think so.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming by. You will see us tomorrow for Mushoku Tensei light novel readings because, you know, those are always fun. Mm-hmm. How much do you want to read Mushoku Tensei tomorrow? Yeah. Here's the good news, guys.
Especially because I'll get to read lines.
Well, here's the other bit of good news, guys. Tomorrow we get to go back to having Paul again.
Happy moments.
Mm-hmm. We get to go back to the fun stuff, like Paul cheating on his wife, and the arrival of Sylphie. All right, so if you want to catch all of that, please make sure to go and check out and follow us over on our Twitch channel. Link in the doobly-doo for that. Let me turn off the spoiler alert because we're done with that. So once again, guys, we will be reading Mushoku Tensei tomorrow. If you want to come by and check that out, we will be doing that at 8 p.m. Link down in the doobly-doo. Really, really would appreciate you coming by and watching, even if it's just having us in the background. So we're still on Volume 1, but we're a good ways through now into Volume 1. So looking forward to continuing that. And hey, we get to go back to having Paul in the early days. Before the dark times. Before the Empire. But yeah, that's gonna be it. We will see you next time, and if you want to help us out with our donation incentive, it is right up there, so please and thank you. That is basically the end of all of this. We will see you next time. Oh, darn it. I forgot to put the thing in the YouTube link. My B. I will do that later. All right. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time. Take care, and bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.